bullets left our triggers. Can you hear the things they whisper? Fraying copper coils short circuit the transistors. Try to break it, try to see, try to be my odyssey. We don't need your help to breathe, we just need your gravity. The situation's hopeless when you're floating through the motions. Don't bother boiling oceans if you're faking your devotion. I guess it's a human condition, we were built too inefficient. All we do is scream and shout, but no one fucking listens. It's instant gratification that has burned a generation. We were starved for admiration, you'll feed us with your patience. No time for that, then move along. Ain't got time for the same old song. Break your bread like it's yesterday, we'll all play like it's A-okay. There's more to this than the uselessness of another wasteful wish. I don't plan to resist if I exist to be dismissed. I'll follow your shadow so carefully, you'll swear that it was make-believe. When you ask for help you breathe, I'll steal away your gravity. But the old supporters just wanna know, why'd you leave them all alone? Why'd you burn your loving home? Smug smile on your face, don't show anything less than disgrace. Ego boosting, boasting about the emo bond you break. Ain't gonna bend, ain't gonna budge, all I've got left is this grudge. Looking forward to the day the chips are cast and thrown away. Gonna beat the need to read the facts, aftermath of the balderdash. Can't look back, can't relax, sun is blazing a whole new path. A trail that ends at the light of 1,000 fireflies, they gather more lies. Hovering around the glassy eyes of a man who lives life hypnotized. I followed your shadow so carefully, you swore that it was make-believe. But I'm not here to help you breathe, I'm here to steal your gravity.
To the end. Hard to believe he's dead.
Were it so easy.
much for to playing my game.
Could it be that all I need is a good night's rest? I'm still not happy.
Yeah, sharp like an edge of a samurai sword. The mental blade cut through flesh and bone. Though my mind's at peace, the world out of order, missing in the heat. Life gets colder. Oh yes, I have to find my path. No, let's walk on earth, water and fire. The elements compose an anthem. Opens my modus operandi is amalgam. Steel packed tight in microchip on my armor, a sign of a pro. The ultimate reward is diamond out of wars. At odds with the times and wars with no lords. A freelancer, a battle cry of a hawk makes a dove fly and a tear dry. Wonder why a low wolf don't run with the clan. Only trust the instincts and be one with the plan. Some days, some nights, some live, some die in the way of the samurai. Some fight, some bleed, some up, some down, the sons of a battle cry. Some days, some nights, some live, some die in the name of the samurai. Some fight, some bleed, some up, the sun down, the sons of a battle cry. A battle cry.
It's the beat. I hear it in my sleep sometimes. Blare it in your Jeep so your peeps can stare at the rhymes. Real rhymes, not your everyday hologram. Even when ribs is touching, never swallow the ham. You'd rather eat a sand sandwich salad. It might need salt like your man's bland ballad. A lot of stuff happens that the news won't tell you. Blues on L juice, snooze all hell loose. Break it, take it like the good, the bad, the ugly. Break it rolling through your hood in the caddy buggy. Butter softy leather, floss and fatty chuggy. Always threw me off when she told me daddy fuck me. I'm like any who's sees walking all out in the street without any shoes. I guess it's better than some funky socks. She need to get her some skips before she gets the monkey box. She wanna hear the beatbox. Take pills that make fake krills, the sheetrock. Sing it, bring it back to your laboratory. While he's in his oratory, glorious like a horror story. The mask is like Jason. He told the place not to let the basket type case in. He might be some type of wacko, looking for a chance to heat the pipes like a crack hole. He said, blessed be the Lord, who believe any mess they read up on a message board. If so, I got a bridge for the Lolo. Them tight fools go to the popo. Yeah, orange peel L's for the whole tier. Feel like he been gone the whole year. Came home to old gear. It was this issue when he first scooped it. At least you get to sit out in New York and curse stupid. He pleads the fifth and sip wine stiffly. Patiently come up and be spiffy in a jiffy. Gift with the grind, criminal mind, shifty cat. Swift with the 9 through a 5950 hat. You hear it when you meditate in deep data. Let her hate, a creep plater. Dedicated chief skater who keep data. Stay well self-medicated to sleep later. Side effects is similar to sugar pill. Nobody go next on the mic, he put a booger ill. He made his exit on some calms. Shake on the regs for the kegs of the vomit.
You want to touch me? Bring it.
the mattress. What do we need a mattress for? What do we need a mattress for? Why now do you think we just spent all that money on a boat? The whole purpose of buying the boat in the first place was to get the ladies nice and tipsy topside so we can take them to a nice, comfortable place below deck and, they can't refuse because of the implication. Okay. You had me go in there for the first part. The second half kind of threw me.
Well, dude, think about it. She's out in the middle of nowhere with something that she barely knows. She looks around her. What does she see? Nothing but open ocean. There's nowhere for me to run. What am I going to do? Say no?
Okay. That seems really dark.
No, it's not dark. You're misunderstanding me, bro.
I think I am.
Yeah, you are. Because if the girl said no, then the answer obviously is no.
No.
But the thing is that she's not going to say no. She would never say no because of the implication.
What implication?
The implication that things might go wrong for her if she refuses to sleep with me. No, not that things are going to go wrong for her, but she's thinking that they will.
But it sounds like she doesn't want to have...
Why aren't you?
Well, to me, music is about feeling and emotions. And above all, music is about beauty. And
song for the album.
Now you must acquire a taste for freewheeling jazz.
This is something you might be interested in.
Shake 'em up, Danny, I can shake 'em like him. I'm a fat tootin' baby, I can punch your
you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. Do you want the mustache on or off?
Off, please.
Too bad.
is if you find the real killer tonight.
The real killer? Nigga, I'm 10. How will you find the real killer?
Has anyone in this family ever even seen a chicken?
And our culture is advanced beyond all that you can possibly comprehend with 100% of your brain.
Oh, is that so?
What's up, guys? Omni here. Guys, know how it goes on today another video. Last night after midnight sleep. What recent news, topic, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow? Roll Break said, show us the cat or else. Alright. And here he is, guys. This is cool. You guys keep asking about him. This is the last time you're gonna see him with his hair out like this. Okay, I'm giving him a haircut tomorrow. He's got too much hair, too many fur balls, but here's the boy, alright? Like and subscribe. I show you indie, you give me like and subscribe. That's the deal, okay? Alright, good morning, guys. It looks like we have some good old-fashioned potential racism. on our hands, and it's not coming from me. Me raw, and a lot of you guys asked me to talk about this, but there was some tweet that went viral last night when it came to Offline TV. I haven't heard from them in a long time. I haven't really been paying attention. It seemed like they've been minding their business and just kind of making content. If you guys don't know Offline TV, they're a group of people who out on the West Coast. They're a group that has people like Sky's Toast and Star, and I think Rosie might be in there, and a couple like other people who are like all content creators. But this 39-second clip went viral. It said Jody is always preaching about how happy she is that her chat and her community is safe space. But coming to her stream, and the first thing I hear is someone mocking my complexion. And for some reason, that's so funny to everyone in this car. So it looks like we might have a black joke coming from a group of Asian people. I haven't watched this clip yet, guys, but ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rush Hour 4 trailer.
You guys are distracting me. Turn this light off.
Oh, whoa!
What the hell? Now she looks like Sydney. Can we get to the place already? God damn it, John.
We're only here for 7 more minutes.
Oh, how do you know Sydney would die laughing?
Would laugh.
Hey, so the good old-fashioned cut off the lights, can't see anybody, and you're straight black in the dark, and then they reference Sydney, who is the only black person in their entire squad, or maybe half black. I think she's half black, half white. But yeah, that dang, bro, dang. Kind of just an out-of-pocket thing to say, right? Because number one, I don't think Sydney's even there, right? And then like number two, the joke, which is even that good, is just the fact that everybody is in the dark, right? It's just complete blackness, darkness, and then we're somehow turning this into the concept of this correlating to being a person, aka Sydney, who's not even that black. Like, she's not like Wesley Snipes purple, okay? So it's a little rough, and it seems like everyone was kind of laughing, and there's been some response and sense. Anyway, the follow-up, okay? Toast brings up an interesting point. Quote, you can't say that when she's not here. And it makes me wonder how much Sydney has enabled the racist behavior in private for Scar to feel comfortable to mock my complexion, not only when she's absent, but on public stream. She's created an environment where they can't even show basic respect towards her. People with my complexion and blind people, when they use her to excuse their actions. Quote, I know Sydney would die laughing at that. Quote, she would. Another interesting note here is you didn't say the racist joke in private. You said it on stream for thousands of non-Sydney black people to see, and Sydney is not dark-skinned. She has no right to excuse a joke that mocks dark skins. Yeah, that's problematic, right? You offline TV, you got a whole bunch of people, you know, watching your content thinking like, yeah, we about to joke about, you know, the only black person on our squad and correlate it to how they look like absolute darkness. So we got the first initial apology from Quarter Jade. She's one of the people from Offline TV. She said, first, I'm so sorry. I knew as soon as the comment was made that I was uncomfortable with it, but instead of covered the awkwardness with a laugh and did not have the confidence to call it out. I chose my comfort over those viewing, and that is, as it always been, part of the problem. Make an effort to hold myself accountable for my mistakes, and brushing a comment like this away was a mistake. And while I stand by my community and chat being a very safe place, my actions here and my laughter make the people seem acceptable, and it is not. I wish I had immediately said something at the time, but I can only promise to continue to try and cultivate a comfortable space for all individuals. Jokes relating to one's complexion is othering, and I want to emphasize that everyone belongs in our communities. I apologize to anyone that has seen this clip and felt, you know, bothered by my actions, and while I can't promise I won't make mistakes, I do promise I will genuinely always try to do better. Boy Scar also made an apology, saying, I'm sorry, my words were terrible and offensive. I tunneled so hard at making a specific joke that I ended up targeting the entire group of people in a mocking and distasteful way. It was Scar who said it? My gang, no! I did not think about what I was doing, and it was a terrible lapse of judgment for which I should have known better. After talking to Sydney, I realized that making jokes like these, especially in spaces with more impressionable viewers, might make others think it's okay to further alienate groups of people. I definitely did not understand how my words could be additionally harmful, especially in this way. I am sorry that in my ignorance, lack of consideration that I have hurt others. I will strive to be the best of my ability to never hurt others in the same way again. Dang, man. Should have stuck to your motto, offline TV, and just should have made that joke offline. People in the replies, chat GPT, apology for a joke. That's okay, leave them for your DMs are much worse. Well, I get everything you had to say. It does kind of suck that once again the burden is on us, black people, to educate non-black people on these issues when it's 2023 and resources are everywhere. I'm not saying I don't accept the apology, but what I'm saying is just sad that in all your time social media just now realizing the effect of these words. Just please do better, man, and actively. So this isn't how I feel about the situation. It's not like a just do better thing. I probably have an interesting take on it. Before we get to my take, okay, let's get to the take that matters the most. Okay, Sydney, okay, he actually responded to this also on Twitter saying, hello, I would like to address this. Being black is a huge part of my identity. If you watch my stream at all, you know how often I have conversations about being black, adversities black people face, and how I use my platform to protect and advocate for other black people. You continue to say, I would never intentionally enable my friends to be racist or harmful towards anyone, and I will always hold people accountable for their actions and have open conversations. In regards to this clip, I didn't find this joke funny, and I talked to Scar and let him know why. It made me uncomfortable. I have built a rapport with my friends, and we have made jokes like me dying first in the horror film. I kind of think it's discussed beforehand, and we did not mock the absurdity of the stereotype. I have chatted with them to explain the difference. Here's my take on entire situation, especially when you're amongst friend groups, right? I actually think it's okay to be racist as long as you guys are equally being racist towards each other and you enjoy it. From my personal experience, and this maybe is just me, but the closer I've become with friends, the more comfortable we get about talking about race, making racial jokes to each other, because we know that it doesn't exist, right? But the stereotypes are there, and we poke fun at it. I believe, in my opinion, this is what a lot of people do when they're friend groups, okay? But when you are in a friend group where you are the only black person, then it's kind of a little wild, right? Because it's like 8 versus 1. So if all 8 people are making a racist joke about you, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna come back and make an Asian joke? It's a little disproportionate. It's not 50-50. The reason why Rush Hour is so freaking funny, right, with Jackie Chan and freaking Chris Tucker, is because it's like 50-50, right? You got Chris Tucker just ducking on Asians non-time, and then you got Jackie Chan saying the A-word and also making the jokes about black people and the stereotypes. It's absolutely like perfect in terms of how that went down. But this one feels a little bit, I don't know. Personally, as a black person, I don't feel the need to like forgive Scar or like the apology is towards me. Okay, it's between him and Sydney. This ain't affecting me. Okay, I get it that it affects black people as a whole, but I believe this was much more of a 1v1 thing that got dealt with, and then he made his apology, and that's it. Okay, I don't feel like I need to come in here and be like, I forgive you, because I honestly don't care that much. My guess is that offline TV, when they are offline, make plenty of inappropriate racist jokes, okay, amongst friends, because that's just kind of what people do. It doesn't make them like racist people, but people like to stereotype and make jokes about said absurdity of the stereotypes. But yeah, that's the situation. I'm not surprised. I think the only thing to take away from it is that even if it is just a joke, you got to be careful where you make these jokes. If you make it within the home amongst your group of people and everyone's comfortable with it, cool, whatever, no one cares. So when you're out here doing it in public with a bunch of like impressionable people who are like, yeah, the next time the light comes off, I'm about to call my black friend a darky. I'm a rep. And then it starts getting a little out of pocket. You got to be a little bit careful with that. But you guys can let me know how you feel in the comments below. And guys, breaking news, okay? I was editing today's video, okay? I was about to push that bad boy out for a nice little 4 p.m. release for you guys, but this little tidbit dropped, so I decided to get back into the recording, back into the studio, because Twitch has officially made the change that people have figured they have been going down the road for a long time, okay? 18 plus nudity type content will now be legal and permitted on this website under some new guidelines. Like Zerto said, Twitch will now allow artistic nudity following the viral topless meta. What the hell is artistic nudity, bro? What do you mean? Art literally has no actually, what is the definition of art? The expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in visual form of painting, sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power. Various branches of creative activity. Okay, my point that I'm trying to make here is that art can literally be anything. I can put a piece of line on a piece of paper and say that this is art, and you can't argue with me because I am correct. Art can be anything. Therefore, if art can be anything, then nudity can be anything. Any form of nudity will be allowed under the concept of artistic nudity. Now, there's a guidelines. They dropped it and they released it. And there are a few W's, mainly when it comes to the front page. You guys remember how we just hit the just chatting page or just the front page and we just see full-blown ass movie, just full-on nudity? Apparently that might be getting amended, plus there are other differences and changes. Let me show you. Twitch said we've gotten feedback that our policies around sexual content are unclear, so we've drawn clear boundaries between what is and isn't permitted on Twitch. We also recognize that not everyone wants to see certain content, so we're updating our criteria for homepage recommendations. Let's read this update together for two reasons. Number one, so we're very clear on what's allowed and what's not allowed, because that ambiguity has always been wild. And then number two, to see if they renege on their promise, because a lot of people feel like, yo, Twitch, you're saying these things, but I don't think it's going to be executable. What exactly are they saying? They say we have received consistent feedback from streamers that our current policies around sexual content are confusing and that it can be difficult to know how their content will be interpreted based on these policies. We want streamers to feel confident that they understand our rules and viewers to feel confident that they will get the experience they expect. To accomplish this, we are making two changes effective today. Number one, streamlining our policies regarding sexual content. And number two, updating the criteria used for homepage recommendation. Number one, the streamlined sexual content policy, okay? To be effective, policies need to be easy to understand so that a streamer knows what is allowed on the site and what is not allowed. Part of the confusion comes from the fact that there are currently two separate policies in the community guidelines that address sexual content. There's also an additional section in the content classification guidelines that describe when a streamer needs to label their content as including sexual themes. Going forward, the sexually suggestive content and sexually explicit content policies will be consolidated into a single sexual content policy. This policy specifies the types of sexual content that are prohibited on Twitch, and violating this policy will result in account enforcement. So we have a sexual content policy that is noun whole, that is noun one. This is the Bible, aka the policy, aka this is only what's allowed. We'll look at that in a second. I want to look at it right now. Sexual content. Can you have sex on Twitch? Are they going to? There's no way, bro. There's no way, right? Users are prohibited from broadcasting, uploading, soliciting, offering, and linking to pornographic content. For adult nudity, users are prohibited from broadcasting or uploading content that contains depictions of real nudity, which includes realistic doctoring and complete censoring such as pixelizations, mosaics, blurring effects, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so they're saying there's no nudity, but they're okay with artistic nudity? Tire. In order to set consistent standards that allow creators to express themselves without exposing our community to inappropriate content, we have an entire policy with detailed examples below. We aim to be transparent around the standards and expectations to empower blah blah blah. The list of control. Oh my gosh, they have an entire FAQ on what you can wear and what you cannot wear. We don't permit streamers to be fully or partially nude, including exposing genitals or buttocks. That was the thing. I was going on there and there were just women with no panties. Full on buttocks. We do not permit the visible outline of genitals, even when covered. Broadcasting nude or partially nude minors is always prohibited, regardless of context. For those who present as women, we ask that you cover your nipples. We do not permit exposed underbust. Cleavage is unrestricted as long as these coverage requirements are met. So they don't permit the under boob. They are permitting the over boobie? So the bottom cleavage is okay, and I'm guessing the side cleavage is okay, that as long as it's not under, but the above bust is completely fine. So the streamers that have been doing the content where they just show their chest, just like this, that's legal. That's fine with the attire. For all streamers, you must cover the area extending from your hips to the bottom of your pelvis and your buttocks. From your hips down to your pelvis to your buttocks. For those areas of body where coverage is required, the coverage must be fully opaque. Sheer or partially see-through in clothing does not constitute coverage. No see-through. Okay, if we can see through it, then no. Now, here is the exception. For streams dedicated to body art, full chest coverage is not required. For those who present as women must completely cover their nipples and areola with a layer of non-transparent clothing, or The paint and latex combination. This coverage must be applied before streaming begins, not on stream. Buttocks and genitals must also be fully covered by opaque attire. This exception to the general coverage requirements only applies while the streamer is actively engaged in body painting. Though the streamer may take short breaks between active painting sessions or when the complete to the model the results. So the new meta will be now is to just cover up the titties and the genital part. That's it. And then just take some paint. Everybody is about to become the new Bob Ross, okay? Get that pellet, put the little mustache showing, and just start painting, you know? You don't even have to do nothing. You can just do. That's it. That is body painting. That is about to become the new meta. I 1000% guarantee. Come back to this video when I have spoken to existence, okay? It's going to happen. Anyway, let's come back to this, okay? We launched content classification label CCL back in June in recognition that some content that is allowed on our service may not be suitable for all audiences. We believe that accurate content labeling is key to helping viewers get the experience they expect. And now that we can enable appropriate labeling of sexual content using CCLs, we believe that some of the restrictions in our former policies are no longer required. In addition to providing clarity, these updates will also reduce the risk of inconsistent